Dr. W. Edward Deming. Deming's theories are based on the belief that organizations should focus on increasing the quality of their product first. He believed that increasing quality would ultimately decrease costs by the elimination of errors and becoming more efficient at the process. He believed when organizations focused on decreasing costs, they would ultimately increase costs by creating more errors, which would in turn reduce the quality of a product. Deming also believed that organizations needed to focus on leadership over management. Organizations needed to create strong leaders, empower their employees, and this would ultimately increase the profitability of the organization. He outlined his core principles in 14 points, known as the 14-point management system. This system was a completely new system. He believed in order for organizations to succeed, they needed to completely commit to this system at every level, but especially the upper level management. He believed that organizational success started with the top. The purpose of this system is to increase business efficiency. The 14 points are as follows: create constancy of purpose for improving products and services, adopt a new philosophy, leadership over management, cease dependence on inspection to achieve quality, end the practice of awarding business on price alone, instead, minimize total cost by working with a single supplier, improve constantly and forever every process for planning, production, and service, institute training on the job, adopt and institute leadership, drive out fear, break down barriers between staff, eliminate slogans, exonerations, and targets for the workforce, eliminate numerical quotas for the workforce and numerical goals for management, remove barriers that rob people of pride of workmanship, and eliminate the annual rating or merit system. Institute a vigorous program of education and self-improvement for everyone. Put everybody in the company to work accomplishing the transformation. Deming also created an important quality management tool called the Deming Cycle. This process is based on the work of Dr. Walter A. Schuhart and implements the values of Deming's 14-point process. This process specifically used so organizations can continuously improve. It can be used to continuously improve processes, services, products, etc. It systematically tests possible solutions, assesses the results, and then implements the ones that work. This process is still widely used today and is very similar to Dr. Joseph M. Moran's quality trilogy. With the 14-point management system, Deming created a new management system and outlined its core principles and values. He then created the 7 deadly diseases for management, which are an organization's greatest barriers when implementing this new system or attempting to increase efficiency. This outline focuses on long-term goals over short-term profit. He believed that organizations need to remain focused and act in ways that promote the long-term success of their organizations. According to Osgood 2012, the 7 diseases are as follows: 1. Lack of constancy of purpose. 2. Emphasis on short-term profits. 3. Evaluation of performance, merit rating, or annual review. 4. Mobility of top management. 5. Running a company on visible figures alone, also known as counting the money. 6. Excessive medical costs. And 7. Excessive cost of liability swelled by the lawyers that work on contingency fees. The 7 deadly diseases for management and the 14 points are Deming's cure for the elimination of the traditional management by fear concept. Dr. Joseph M. Juran. Juran's theories are similar to Deming in that they both believe that quality problems are results of poor leadership and a flawed system rather than poor workmanship. Juran believed that the root cause of quality issues derived from the resistance to change and human relationship problems. His theories focused on the human element of quality management. Juran also believed that for every cause there is an effect. Juran's theory about cause and effect is called the vital few and the trivial many. It states that 80% of organizational problems are caused by 20% of the causes. According to Westcott and Duffy, Dr. Duran believed that the majority of quality problems are the fault of poor management rather than poor workmanship on the shop floor. In general, he believed that management controllable defects account for 80% of all quality problems. Duran created a three-step quality assurance plan known as the Quality Trilogy. It includes quality planning, quality control, and quality improvements. According to Westcott and Duffy 2015, his key points in implementing organization-wide quality planning include identifying customers and their needs, planning process capable of meeting quality goals under operating conditions, and producing continuing results in improved market share, premium prices, and reduction of error rates in and office or factory. Like Deming, he also believed that quality was key in reducing errors and their associated costs. Duran's quality trilogy is based on the same goal of continuous improvement. Come up with a plan, assess the plan during implementation, and improve the plan to make it more efficient. Duran believed in a project-by-project approach in which an organization continuously increased its quality. They did this by incorporating the quality trilogy process, working as a team, including upper-level management, and organizational-wide training. I also believe in the project-by-project approach to improvement. By doing this, you would build on the success of your previous projects and correct the errors. This approach is a systematic way that you can continue to improve. Duran created 3 steps to progress process in order for organizations to implement and achieve high-quality deliverables. These steps are to accomplish improvements that are structured on a regular basis with commitment and a sense of urgency, build an extensive training program, cultivate commitment and leadership at the higher echelons of management. These steps are similar to Deming's theories in that they require commitment from upper-level management, employee training, and commitment to their long-term goal of improvement. Duran, like Deming, also outlined principles to improve organizational quality. The 14 steps to quality are to establish awareness for the need to improve and the opportunities for improvement, set goals for improvement, organize to meet the goals and that have been set, provide training, implement projects aimed at solving problems, report progress, give recognition, communicate results, keep score, maintain momentum by building improvement into the company's regular system. Philip B. Crosby. Crosby created the zero defects and do it right the first time principles. The zero defects principle stated that people need to monitor and control their work closely in order to reduce errors. According to Westcott and Duffy, Crosby believed that organizations lose up to 25% revenue in manufacturing companies and 35% in revenue in organizations that provide service by performing rework. If organizations did it right the first time, then quality would be improved and cost would decrease. Westcott and Duffy 2015 state that Crosby considered the following points essential to quality improvement: management commitment, education and training, measurements, cost of quality, quality awareness, corrective action, zero defects, goal setting, and recognition. These points should be used as management tools by organizations in order to improve their quality processes. With these principles, Crosby devised 4 absolutes of quality management, which should be an organization's foundation of their quality improvement process. In order to receive the highest level of customer satisfaction, an organization must strictly adhere to the requirements, have no built-in acceptable variances, and provide a defect-free deliverable in the required amount of time. In project management, doing it right the first time is essential to creating the deliverable in a timely manner within the predetermined cost. Rework increases both cost and the percentage of schedule variances. Crosby's theory are essential to assessing the amount of actual cost derived from requirement variation and requirement adherence. Crosby also believes that problems with deliverables is not due to poor workmanship, but due to inefficient, unclear processes and organizational policies. Crosby created the 14 steps to quality improvement in order to direct organizations on how to instill a culture of quality. These steps are as follows: make it clear that management is committed to quality for the long term, form cross-departmental quality teams, identify where current and potential problems exist, assess the cost of quality and explain how it is used as a management tool, improve the quality awareness and personal commitment of all employees, take immediate action to correct the problems identified, establish a zero defect program, train supervisors to carry out the responsibilities in the quality program, hold a zero defects day to ensure all employees are aware there's a new direction, encourage individuals and teams to establish both personal and team improvements, encourage employees to tell management about obstacles they face in trying to meet quality goals, recognize employees who participate, implement quality controls to provide continual communication, repeat everything to illustrate the quality improvement is never-ending process. Westcott and Duffy state Crosby claimed that all nonconformances are caused, they don't appear without reason. Anything that is caused can be prevented. With this principle, he established the quality vaccine in order to prevent poor quality within organizations. These things are common between the theories. All theories are based on the belief that quality is improved by the improvement of organizational management, including processes, tools, techniques, and organizational culture. All theories use a statistical approach in order to assess performance and eliminate errors. All theories believe that performance issues, errors, and defects are not a result of poor employee workmanship, but are due to inefficient organizational processes and policies. All theories believe in employee improvement to be the foundation of organizational and management improvement, including the improvement of processes. The lessons that I've learned from these pioneers is that leadership, rather than management, is vital at creating high quality deliverables. Having a leadership approach creates a higher level of motivation for employees and in turn creates high performing workers and teams. When assessing poor performance, I will first assess the structure in the form of processes, tools, and techniques that I use before placing the blame on employee performance. I will assess if the tools and techniques that I am using to manage projects are flawed and whether or not the processes that are being implemented for the employees to use are efficient. I have also learned the importance of using statistical data to assess project performance. This includes systematic data gathering and using a systematic process to assess the data. This data will ensure that I am making accurate decisions, and the systematic collection of data will ensure that I am gathering relevant information continuously. This systematic collection of data is also important in order to compare and contrast current and past projects, as well as to predict the profitability and feasibility of future projects. Another important takeaway is that quality has a direct correlation with customer requirements and customer satisfaction. It has nothing to do with the opinions of the organization completing the project. And even if the organization thinks its end deliverable meets our requirement, it still may not be satisfactory to the customer. In order to ensure that quality and organization must fully understand the customer's wants, needs, and vision for the deliverable, as well as the technical specifications and requirements. The last important takeaway is that quality should be the first and most important goal when completing a project, because they have a direct correlation on cost and schedule. This includes having quality employees, contractor, processes, tools, and management systems.